Welcome back to Dicing with Death, ladies and gentlemen. Or Balrog.
where where Balrog and Biter foil all of Neil's plans.
All of my plans. So, as I mentioned to Ryan during the break, um, Ryan will have to split the experience with the other members of the party, so to
Probably
speak.
Treasure 2, but
Yeah,
still epic.
still epic. So what do you do now?
Let's assess the wounded, I
They're
guess.
dead.
They're dead. Fuck them then. All right, I tell the remaining, I say, look, we should haul this treasure back up and get the carts together.
Okay.
Do they appear saddened by the loss of their comrades, or are they pretty much given up on life anyways?
Of course they're saddened by the death of their friends, but you know.
Okay. All right. So I guess together we drag the chest and the bag back to the carts.
The carts are destroyed.
Oh, that really?
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
How much does the shit weigh?
The chest?
The chest, yeah. Fuck the bag.
The chest, probably the heaviest part of the chest, or absolutely the heaviest part of the chest, is the chest itself.
So let's do a inventory, I guess, and divide the loot.
Okay. There are 5 gems.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are there 4 survivors other than me?
there are 2 civilians that fled.
Okay. Did they come back after the battle?
No, they didn't know the battle's over. They just fled.
Yeah.
and
So it's just me and the soldiers.
Yeah, and there are 3 pieces of jewelry, and there is 800 gold in the bag.
Are the soldiers like leaning over my shoulder as I'm going through this, or what are they doing?
Absolutely. I mean, you guys all like chatted for a few minutes afterwards, being like, "Wow, that was amazing! You did a really good job biting him."
I can't believe you bit that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, you guys all go over there,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, everyone looks in the bag together. It's like, "Wow, that's a lot of gold."
Mm-hmm.
They say only part of it was theirs. That stole whatever they had on them.
Yeah.
I guess there's a couple copper and silver floating around in the bag too. Then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They look at you like, well, we should take this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm opening it and starting to go through it.
They're a little awkward about the looting.
Trying to figure out how much I can fuck them over without them getting pissed. I say, well, boys, fill up your pockets with gold. I'll give them each a gem. You said there were 5 gems?
Yes.
And there are 4 soldiers in me?
Yes.
All right. So I'll take a gem. You said there are 3 pieces of jewelry?
Wait, no, there's 5 soldiers in you.
There's 5 soldiers in me?
Yeah, 2 clubs, 1 knife, the biter, and the climber.
Okay.
So how do you...
Fine. I'll give them each a gem.
Okay.
I won't take one. I'll tell them to fill up their pockets with gold. I'll take the jewelry. Do any of them eye the jewelry covetously or try to grab it?
No, they're pretty grateful for you rescuing them.
Okay.
They make no claim.
Okay. How much gold did they manage to grab?
How much? There's 800 gold there. There's 600 gold left by the time, because I mean they don't have any backpacks. They literally only have pockets.
Okay.
They only fill up the pockets so much.
Yeah. Did they give me back my clubs and my knife?
Yeah.
Actually, I tell them to hang on to it for the journey at least. The journey back.
One of the fighters goes and gets the 2 horses that were in the cage.
Oh, I thought they were dead horses.
No, live horses.
Okay. Well, then let's load up the horse with gold.
There's no saddlebags. They're pulling horses.
Okay. Okay, whatever. I'll dump all of the copper, all of the silver, and silver and copper out of the bag and fill the bag with 600 gold.
Okay.
And say whoever can carry this back gets an extra share of it. Or if we can rig it up to the horses.
All right. You guys work together and manage to cut some of the ropes that were holding the cage together to create like a harness for the horse. It takes like half an hour.
Yeah, sure.
You guys manage to rig a rudimentary harness to drag the bag. It'll be slow work because occasionally we'll come undone or done or something.
Yeah. And we head out unless there appears to be anything else interesting about the Ettin's lair.
No, there's still that fire burn in the middle. You notice that up in the ceiling, there's a hole that's rammed all the way through the earth that's letting the smoke out.
Okay. JP chat is like East Berlin.
Yes. I've taken a lot of care to make sure my chat is a wonderful place for people to come and visit. Other chats are toxic assholes of the universe. Neil chat is best chat.
Okay. All right, so let's head on out of there. Head back to town. I assume these guys know the way.
Yep, they know the way. One of them rides one of the horses bareback. The other horse is pulling the treasure.
Okay, I jog as fast as I can,
Yeah.
which is movement speed 8.
When you guys get to the surface, you find the 2 civilians up there who are still just keeping an eye out, and they see you guys come up like, oh, did you get it?
Fuck yeah, we did.
Wow.
Biter over here bit the thing to death.
He says. And you guys?
I assume they get their actual weapons, don't they?
No, their actual weapons are
Back to the wagon.
Yeah.
Or maybe chainmail even.
Mm-hmm. They go back and pick up armors and weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys head out.
Indeed.
So, where is it that you guys go?
So we were on the road to Riftwatch.
Right.
I think he said like 4 days. How many days has it been?
That was the third day.
Third day?
Okay. You guys travel for a few more days. You are not approached by bugbears this time. Possibly because you are now with a well-armed party.
And possibly because I am now a giant slayer.
But they wouldn't know that.
They can smell it on me.
Yeah.
All right, I will replenish my spells next chance I get.
All right. What do you encounter on the way?
So I'll get my clubs and my knife back. Presumably they get their weapons as well.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So you guys are traveling on the road when it's not really a road; it's just kind of a rudimentary trail. But these guys know it because this is their job. They travel back and forth between Riftwatch and Lower Rift. When I guess no one would see that. 2 very large, lion-like 2 manticores. Fuck it, 2 manticores.
Oh,
They're lions with bat wings, spiked tails, human faces, and big gray.
I already met a manticore.
Did you already
meet
meet
it in
a
combat?
manticore?
Oh wait, how many days has it been? I need to heal.
It's been 2 more days.
2 more days.
Yes.
So let's go full. I had one actually. So the first day I would have been able to cast a spell immediately after combat, or shortly thereafter. Passing for 2. All right. Next day I will heal. 2. RD 100. Pass. 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 Ouch. So 5 plus 4 is another 9. All right, and you said okay, and then one more day. I'll do all healing again. So I'll probably be out of spells for the Manticore. Pass. It's 2. Fail. Pass. Ouch! Shitty healing. 4. So I'm still pretty battered. All right. Manticores, Neil. Are you serious?
Okay. 2 manticores land on the path in front of you.
I turned to the soldiers.
And they kind of stand there looking about, and one of them says, "Are you Balrog?"
Indeed, I am. I step forward.
He turns his head upward and lets out a ferocious roar. The fighters kind of stand their ground, but they look pretty terrified. The horses are jostling about, not too happy with the manticores.
Okay. I say I have no conflict with you. Do you know? Okay.
Do you know what?
I had done battle with one of your kind. Has he told you of me?
They say nothing, and a third manticore lands with Ferris on his back.
Oh, my good friend.
I seem to have missed you at the lower rift.
Indeed. I had just left there.
Well,
I was worried for a second.
I'm glad my scouts could find you. Tell me, how goes your quest? And who are these people you have acquired?
They were locked in a cage in an Ettin's lair. They helped me fell the beast. So traveling companions, I guess you would say.
Interesting.
Well then, I am still cursed, as you may be able to see.
The people look at you and go, "What? You're cursed?"
Oh, I totally ignore them and continue chatting with Ferris. The priests recommended I return to the rift. Perhaps the cause or cure is there.
The pit, you mean?
The pit, yeah, what did I say? The rift?
Yeah,
the pit. And I have my half of the bargain to uphold with you. So I suggest that we head south.
Well, he gestures to one of his manticores. Climb aboard, and we shall head back to my lair.
Okay. I grab the sack of 600 gold.
Okay.
And cut it loose from the horse.
Cut it loose from the horse, drag it onto the manticore.
Yeah.
Did you say anything to the people before you take off?
I say, well, it's been grand.
All right. You guys hop on your manticores and
take care of those teeth.
And take off into the air.
Alrighty.
Whew,
that's a relief. I was worried that was that manticore that I beat up coming back for revenge with his buddies.
No. So you guys fly all day and all night. You guys fly for like 6 hours, actually, when the manticores land in the woods. Still basically in the middle of nowhere.
So not near whatever lake or whatever?
No, not near Black Moose Lake. Yeah, it's too far to go in a day, even by flight. They land, and Ferris says, well, they must rest and eat. We must rest as well. So after they land, the manticores run around the woods and drag back some deer and rip them apart.
Okay.
You get a chance to chat with Ferris in private if you want.
I'll fill him in on more of the details of what happened at the lower rift. Nothing I can think to really tell him. Just the theories that the priests had. I ask if he met with them or if he just flew over.
I stopped by for a peek. They said you had headed towards Rift Watch, and so we departed from there.
Yep. They really didn't have much in the way of answers.
Hmm. Well,
Mostly just
at least we
questions.
know your soul is still in this world.
Indeed.
Wait, does it say manticores will not allow themselves to be used as mounts? And whatever. Fuck it, my manticores will allow themselves to be used as mounts. I don't care if the monster's manual says otherwise. Doesn't
He
matter.
is a high level wizard.
Yeah.
All right. I tell him that I saw a green dragon somewhere in the vicinity of the lower rift.
Yes. There is a green dragon that lives in these woods. He has been somewhat. How do you say? He hasn't been much of a problem for anyone, though. I believe his lair is in the bog to the north, which is a little unusual for green dragons, but who knows? Maybe he's just a very moldy black dragon.
All right.
Okay, if you guys don't have any more chat, it takes 2 days to get back to his lair.
2 more or 2 total?
2 more. I mean, you're
All right.
traveling like 100 miles.
Yeah. So let me roll some healing shit. So that following morning, all passes are 2d8 plus d10. 21. I think that brings me to full.
Okay.
In fact, I didn't even need that last one, so I will have a cure. I guess. Fuck it. And the next day I'll memorize. Cause light, cause fear, and aid again.
All right. So,
So we head back to Ferris's lair.
yeah. You head back to Ferris's lair. Give yourself another 3,100 experience for freeing the prisoners, leading an attack on the Etten, successfully killing the Etten,
3,100. I think I level up as a priest.
successfully not attacking the manticores that had Ferris on them.
3,100 divided by 2.
I split the Etten EXP with some of the other people. It wasn't a 50-50 split. You got the lion's share, but I still gave them some. And the other experience comes from that other shit.
All right, 6, 8, 7, 9. So I do level as a priest.
Oh my god.
So many
Oh my
levels. Are you trying to power level me? All right. R D8 plus 5 divided by 2. 3. Another 1. Neil gets his vengeance. Okay. And level 4 priest. I don't think I get another level. What spell progression look?
So you're level 4 priest now?
Yeah.
That should be an extra second level spell.
So it's 2 and 2? Or is it 3 and 2?
Possibly 3 and 2.
Oh, yeah, it's 3 and 2. Nice. Okay. So let's go for a command and a produce flame in addition to the 3 right above it. And when do I don't get new saves yet, right?
I don't know.
I can double check. All right.
Let's see. Warrior saves go up at level 3.
I don't. I'm using priest.
Priest saves go up at level 4.
So they do go up.
9, 13, 12, 15, 14.
9, 13, 12, 15, 14.
Yeah. Those are all better than your fighter saves.
Yep. Nice. All right. So we reach Ferris's tower.
Yeah. You reach Ferris's tower. The manticores immediately disperse into the woods to do their own thing.
I
And
ask Ferris if the manticores are his, like all the manticores in this region. I tell him that I fought one
no,
somewhere south of here.
some time ago I had captured a mated pair, and when they produced offspring, I kept them for myself.
You're a bit of an amateur zoologist, it would seem.
I find it useful to have creatures about to defend me. Their loyalties are less questionable than what money can buy.
Indeed. So, what's your
So,
schedule like?
well, I have some servants who I think I would love to indoctrinate in the way that you've been. There's a small problem of transporting them.
Why? Are they in cages or something?
Yes. But I don't think we'd be looked at too closely here. Slavery is what it is.
I don't think that there are many in the region who can stand up to you and I.
It's not a matter of standing up. Sometimes it's best for these things to go unnoticed.
Fair
Better
enough.
to not get into fights than to get out of them. Ruffles less feathers. However, we should avoid a Trilla. I think we had best cut across the open plains.
Open plains.
South of Koldar,
Okay.
we can take Koldar to Ashen Holt. Yeah, I can tell that you guys give biter level or riot, says chat. That's all that chat says. No.
Is he level 2? What did someone in chat said? A biter barian?
You guys will never see Biter ever again, so it doesn't matter. So you guys head south from Koldar. Well, first you have to get to Koldar. So you go down into the basement, one of the basement floors of his dungeon. It's actually the second basement floor, and there are a whole bunch of people in iron cages. The rooms are lit with these glowing crystal balls that are kind of just like placed on tables or in like sconces on the walls.
I'm probably more intrigued by the crystal balls than I am by the slaves.
Yeah. They see you guys come down, and immediately they start cowering in fear. And Ferris walks up to them and says, "Be not afraid, people. Today is a great day. Today we journey and give you immortality." And smiles. Now, I will open these cages, and you will walk yourselves to the surface. You know what I can do, so you will not do otherwise. Like, lowers his head and gives him a squinting glare. And then he just opens the cages, and they shuffle single file out, and they don't protest, they don't run, they just kind of walk up the staircase. They kind of cower away from him as he walks past them, though.
Okay.
You guys get upstairs, and you find you guys go outside out of the tower. There's a small barn nearby where there are some horses and some wagons and another cage.
Okay.
This is a bamboo cage that's already in the wagon. Looks like he had prepared this ahead of time.
Okay.
Everyone loads up into the cages. He throws a nice big fat padlock on it and says, "So you don't sleep ever. You wouldn't mind keeping an eye on that cage when we rest at night."
Sure, I can keep watch. I We'll have to keep my distance from the animals, though. They cower in my presence.
Well, I shall drive the wagon, and you can walk along behind us.
All right. I'll throw some of my shit in the wagon.
Okay.
My
What
big
do you put
ass
in the
sack.
wagon?
A big ass sack of gold. And I guess I'll put my whole backpack in there, so I'm
All right.
unencumbered.
What's in your backpack?
Um, holy and unholy water. Um, my extra holy symbols. An empty water skin. My extra clubs. That's about it.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
make sure I'm below weight. 20, 30, 39. Okay, yeah, that puts me just at literally like 40 pounds.
Okay. So you
Okay.
guys head to Koldar.
Does he say anything about the magic club?
No.
He doesn't. Okay.
You guys head to Koldar. You get there the next day,
Mhm.
and I guess that actually takes 2 days. It takes a day and a half.
We're going,
So you
so I
spend
can
one night in
jog
the
it.
forest, and then you get to Koldar the next day.
Mhm.
Oh, you jog at 12 now, or
Yeah, if I've got my thing, some of my things in the cart, I can jog at 12.
actually okay. Well, yeah, you get to you push on into the night
Hmm.
and get to Koldar that evening.
Hmm.
Um, you pull up. He says, "Now, I would very much like a warm bed to rest in before we go. However, I don't think they'll let us just leave a cage full of slaves in front of the tavern."
I can wait with the slaves in the woods.
Perfect.
Do you
I'll
wish
take
to
the
take?
horse in with me.
Yeah,
And
that's what I
he
was going to suggest.
takes the horse, and you're left with the slaves for a night.
Okay, as long as they keep their mouth shut.
Or they chat amongst themselves in quiet whispers and hushed tones.
Okay,
You leave them be?
I, yeah, I leave them be.
All right.
Actually, no, I would. I think I'm going to chat with them a bit.
What do you want to talk to them about?
I'll just ask. So, how long have you been working for Ferris?
He took me, says one of the women, 3 months ago. He's done things.
Okay, he took you 3 months ago, but when did he capture you?
3 months ago.
um, what do you mean? What has he done to you?
There were more of us. There's always new people coming and going. He experiments. We've heard the screams from those below. They're awful. They're terrible. They never come back.
Well, if he gets what he wants, you won't have to fear anything like that again.
What is he gonna do with us? What are you doing with us?
I get up close to the bars and I say, "Going to make you like me," and I smile.
A dwarf?
No, no, no. So tell me, where are you from? And I just sit down and make small chat with them, small
Okay.
talk with them.
It seems like they actually come from towns to the east of Black Mist Lake.
Mhm.
Actually, not too far. You
Okay.
find out there's some people from Finnbark, Wadmist, Grimstad,
How many in total?
Cavernia. Uh,
How,
there are 13 people in this cage.
okay.
Yeah, they're from local areas.
And they mostly seem just bound with fear. There's no,
Yeah.
they don't appear to be charmed or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. Most of them, it seems, were taken while they were like out in the fields working. He just kind of showed up, and if there were like three of them, he'd just show up and kill one of them with magic, and then bind the others and take them back to his lair. Some of them report him taking them back with magic. Other ones report him like caging them and pulling them in wagons. Um, some of them bear scars where they tried to resist, and he, used spells and magic to cause them pain.
Mhm.
One of them reports that he was tortured for 4 days for spitting on Ferris. They're all pretty just terrified of him.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do with them?
I don't think so. I was just curious.
Cool. You guys head south from Koldar.
Okay.
Man, no good dice rolls. All right, you guys get all the way to Ashen Holt without any encounters at all because these plans are boring and my dice hate me.
Okay.
You arrive in Ashen Holt, which is a fairly large town. It's a small city, medium city, small city, small city.
Mm-hmm.
With the wagon with slaves in it in tow. And he's brought supplies to feed them and whatnot, and they have picked up fairly quickly that you don't eat and you don't sleep, and
And I run in chainmail all day.
yes, they're pretty much terrified of you now.
Good.
And
I was considering casting Cause Fear on them in one at a time.
in the cage,
Still
just get
fear.
close up to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, but there were 13 of them.
That's what Solomon did once, and he ended up dying because of that.
Yep.
Don't
So
do
never
it,
memorize all Cause Fear spells.
You know what? That was a legit strategy. There was just
Yeah.
one lucky, stupid towns member.
No, you memorize the Cause Fear for the shaman or whatever
Yeah.
who broke out,
Yeah.
and you didn't check on him before you memorized this. Anyways,
Yeah.
what's done is done. It's now Balrog's time to shine.
All right, so you guys get into Ashen Holt and immediately head for a tavern, a nice inn.
With all the slaves, or are we staying outside?
Oh, with all, yeah. Ferris is in a grumpy mood from having to travel through the wilderness. He apparently hates it. So he's like, I don't give a shit who sees them. You stand outside, keep a watch on them, make sure they don't escape. I'm gonna go get a nice soft bed.
Okay, so I stand like a guard in front of the cage.
Well, you have an endurance proficiency, right?
Yeah.
All right, your endurance proficiency and your 19 con, you can just stand there like this all night.
All night. With my maul, leaning on my maul.
You definitely get a lot of looks. A lot of looks. But no one stops you. No one even asks you any questions. People seem to be pretty much terrified of the dwarf who stands guarding the slaves, driven by
like
the
a
black
statue
wizard.
all night.
Yeah. Next morning, Ferris comes down. You notice that he has a what looks to be a bruise on his neck. And you leave Ashen Holt.
Bruise on his neck, like
Yes.
Iggy.
Call it what you will. He's got a bruise on his neck. Who knows what it's from?
Kinky.
Do you inquire as to why?
The slaves are within earshot, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. I mean,
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
I think that'd leave a very different type of bruise on the neck. That'd be the
Okay. Okay.
So the next day, on your way to Jalaran, you encounter. You guys just like cruising through on the road, and there's another wagon headed towards you guys. It's got a young man driving the front. And as you approach, give me a perception check there, buddy.
Yeah. 29.
Oh wow, you
I
absolutely
perceive the shit out of this wagon.
Yeah, you see that he's got. Well, he looks like he's just wearing a nice, comfortable robe and driving his wagon. You see the glint of a sword at his side.
Mm-hmm. Is it just one guy?
It's just one guy.
Okay. I keep it to myself, I guess.
Okay, cool. So I mean, you're kind of walking behind the cart and all this,
Jogging behind
and as his cart starts to pull up, he raises his hand and goes, "Whoa there, travelers! How goes it?" And Ferris, being his typical self, just kind of ignores the guy. The guy says, "Excuse me there, my black-robed friend. Excuse me, boys, get him!" And from the back of the wagon crop out 6 bandits, I guess, brigands.
Okay.
3 of them have bows. Two of them have clubs, one of them has a sword, and this guy's got a sword. And we got to roll for the initiatives. Okay.
9. Casting an aid on myself.
Okay. 9 goes first. What is the
5 temp HP. It's
Oh, no wonder I can't find it. 3. Okay. All right, so Ferris goes next.
Do you have a character sheet for him yet, or are you just making this up?
Don't worry about it. And he starts chanting a spell and points his finger, and there's a red streak of light and a large explosion of fire on the cart, and everyone in the cart dies, and the cart burns to the ground.
And everyone's just dead?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fireball for a lot of damage. I don't even need to roll the dice. It's that much damage.
Oh. I look at Ferris awkwardly.
Yeah, he just kind of like kicks the horse back into gear and doesn't even mention it.
I say, well, next time I'll save my prayers.
Shrugs and just continues going as if nothing happened. All right. You guys eventually arrive at the pit. No more encounters along the way.
Well, that was fun to watch.
Yeah. All right. You guys are at the pit, and how do we want to deal with this? So you got what do you do as you arrive?
I say let's go straight to the pit. No.
If that is the best thing, yes. You guys are arriving in the evening.
Unless you wish to rest up.
No. Bring us to this pit. Let us do this ritual of yours.
It's in the center of town. This may be quite obvious.
Let it be obvious then. There's sometimes you can't get away with things, or can't get away with hiding things.
So I guess we drive the cart right to the pit, right up to the pit.
Yeah, you guys drive the cart to the pit.
Let the slaves out.
It's evening, so there's a couple people who see this. You guys let the slaves out, and Ferris says, Balrog, instruct them as where to go.
You coming with? I start stepping down the staircase.
He nods, and the slaves all follow you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. You were...
Okay, so I'm going to lead them to the first alcove or whatever where I was cursed. Okay, and I sort of narrate as I go to Ferris. So this is where I was imparted with the curse. We'll see what happens. I say. But the family lives down below, and I point down to the depths of the pit.
Okay.
And so I guess I lead the slaves into that chamber with the skeleton.
Okay. The pot of gold is sitting there, as always.
I sort of put my hands on my hips and stare at it. Does everyone file into the room?
Yeah.
And Ferris as well?
Yeah, Ferris has an orb of light that he brings with him that lights the way.
I sort of turn to him as we enter the room, and I say, well, that's the cursed pot of gold.
Turn my minions into the undead.
I told you I don't understand this stuff any more than you do.
Walk us through how it happened to you.
Well, I was given some cursed gold, and it lured me in here. I point to the inscription. And while I was fussing with the gold, I sort of kneel down and take a look at the gold. I say, you, to one of the slaves, play with the gold. Stick some of it in your pocket.
Slave goes over there, looks super terrified, but
Take
after
it. Take as much as you
Ferris
want.
slams his staff on the ground, the guy just fills his pocket with gold coins
I
until there's no
say,
gold left.
and that skeleton arose from the dead, and I point to the one that
Everyone looks,
Yes.
and fairly, like as if on cue, the skeleton starts to pull itself out from the wall, and all the slaves can go, ah! Ah!
Um,
But back up.
does it go for? It's got a sword, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gold for everyone. I pick up the bin of gold and try to start distributing gold amongst the slaves.
The slaves take the gold as you give it to them.
Is the skeleton? Let me know if it's going to make an aggressive action.
Yeah, the skeleton stands there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no vision this time to accompany the skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
And the skeleton just pulls out his sword and just swings it at one of the people.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to command undead.
Okay, give me your roll.
It's D20. I don't have the table in front of me. Or is it 2D10? It's D20, right?
I don't remember.
Combat.
Here we go. D20.
Okay. 14.
Yep.
I'm level 4.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh, you
so
automatically turn skeletons.
Oh, really?
You instantly control them no matter what. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You can control up to a right.
Okay, so he
A white, I'm sorry.
instantly, or
I
if
mean, it's auto turn. Like, you don't need to roll against skeletons. You can just control skeletons.
yeah, cool. I'm a badass. So I tell him to stop, but he swung at one of them, didn't he?
Yeah,
Did
he
you
swung
resolve
and
that?
hit and criticaled one of them. Who dies.
Say, hey, stop! No.
The person just, like, falls to the ground dead.
I say, sorry about that. So I think I tell stay still to the skeleton, and I go up and I sort of look at him. Say, I think anyone that harasses this guy might be cursed. When I was here, there was a vision, and I sort of scratched my beard.
I don't see a vision now.
No, I killed the vision. I don't know. Do you want to line them up and have them desecrate the dead?
Do it.
All right, everyone, give him a noogie.
Everyone kind of goes up and, like, punches the skeleton a little bit or shakes it. They're all pretty terrified.
Okay. Feel dead yet? Sort of take a look at them.
The person who was cut in half or gets to his feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
What? He looks and the wound on his body is still there, but it's slowly healing.
So is it because the skeleton he only knocked me unconscious though, but maybe that was enough. Maybe the skeleton needs to kill them. I say to Ferris.
Well, that man lived. And Ferris walks over,
Okay.
touches the guy, and then feels another person's. And his body temperature is lower. It's not cold yet, though.
Kill them. Kill them all. I command the skeleton, and I stand in the doorway.
The people
Not hurt anyone.
panic and they start like
I draw my maul. How does non-lethal damage work?
You just the rules are stupid about it. I hate it. You attack at -4, and you just declare you're not doing non-lethal, and you automatically do non-lethal.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stand in the doorway with my maul and not let anyone pass.
Okay. The skeleton
If any try to rush me.
starts hacking people to bits. Yeah. The people can't really fight back. Well, eventually some of them do try and fight back. They try and bludgeon them to death with their fists. But it's pretty much a massacre because these are 0th level, terrified, malnourished people fighting an undead skeleton with a sword. Yeah, and the people are rolling critical fails too. And the skeleton makes his attack.
Is Ferris just watching the
Ferris
slaughter?
stands from the outside of the cage watching everything. Or
Oh, they're in the
instead of
cage
crypt.
still?
Well, no, I'm sorry, in the crypt. Crypt.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I meant.
So he's behind me.
Yeah, because remember there was the gate door on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there was a long passage through past the gate.
No, there was a gate on the
Okay.
outside, and then there was a gate on that individual crypt itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the skeleton slaughters them all, and 2 to 3 minutes later, they all start getting back to their feet.
So the skeleton did kill me. Sort of scratching my chin. I was only at 0. um. So Ferris, any guesses as to where the souls are held? I want mine back.
Must be around here somewhere. But thank you for showing me the process.
I nod. I say, I don't think. Okay. Um. I say, come, all of you, and I command the new undeads to follow me.
Like command undead command,
Yeah.
or just tell them.
Yeah.
Like you exert mental control over their
Yeah.
physical bodies. Okay. They all follow you.
I don't know if I can get all of them. You said there's 13.
Yeah.
So I think I mean I've got to probably do 2 separate encounters or something stupid because I can only do 12, right? Or 2d6.
Yeah. But you can do a max of 12, right?
Yeah, not at a time, per encounter or something like that, or per instance. I assume if like an army of undead is charging you, you can just every round do a turn undead or something like that.
No. You
Like
can
I'm
only
imagine.
you can only do 1 turn undead
Oh, once
per
per
encounter. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But I'm saying you.
So I
Like
guess
the
I've
max
already
number
done.
of undead you can control is 12, right?
No, it's not entirely clear about that. I mean, like the max you can turn in one sitting is 2d6. It doesn't make a difference. So have I already used one for the encounter on the one?
Yeah.
Or should I roll 2d6 for the max that I can turn this encounter? I mean, for this purpose, it almost doesn't matter.
Well,
I mean,
here's my question: how long does command last? Are you still or do you still exert control over the people you left in the pit?
I don't know.
Because if you do,
It's. I
then
mean, the rules are vague. And
the rules are very vague.
I don't think it. No, I don't. I mean, I don't see it being permanent. Because I'm thinking, if you turn undead, are those undead fleeing from you for all eternity? Isn't I don't.
That's a good question. Turned undead, bound by the orders of another. Undead bound by the orders of another. Blah blah blah. It doesn't even say how long they flee for.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think for now we should just sort of forget it because I don't think it will actually come into play.
Yeah.
Maybe read about it and
I mean, one way or the other, they follow your orders whether you command them or not. So,
yeah.
Where do you?
But it was more of a pissing contest with Ferris to demonstrate that they're mine.
Okay.
Until I believe, yeah. And I take, I lead everyone, including Ferris, to the other room with the warrior.
Yeah,
the statue of the warrior, including the skeleton.
Right. Okay, you take them all in there.
I ask Ferris if he has a detect magic handy, or if he wishes to investigate any of this. I'm sure there's much we can learn. I mean, the skeleton sword, and this statue here.
He chants a detect magic, and kind of looks about the room. You notice that your club is now slightly glowing from your backpack. The statue does not radiate any magic at all.
Is the skeleton or his sword?
The skeleton's sword does not radiate magic, but the skeleton does.
Or I guess I'll run and grab the pot of gold.
I mean, you radiate a little bit of magic.
Really, and all of the undead do?
All the undead radiate a little bit of magic. The pot of gold radiates magic.
He will get
the
spheres
room that you were in radiates magic.
Okay.
Not the one that you were in, not the one with the statue. The one with the statue is non-magical.
I ask if he's getting anything interesting.
It seems a statue is just a statue.
Okay. Is there anywhere particular in the room? Perhaps where the souls are being held?
No, nothing that strong. The strongest thing is this pot of gold. But
And that's, I mean, I think that's just to lure people here.
yes,
Well, why don't we meet the family?
let us meet them.
Okay.
And you guys head down and down and down.
Are you trying to wrap up? You have roleplay at 5?
Yeah, I got an hour before roleplay.
Okay, so we should wrap up soon and let you prepare, recharge.
Oh no, this is roleplay R&D.
Okay.
I don't have to do shit. I'm a player.
Just show up and behead some fools with your axe.
Yeah. We're doing Arthur Pendragon. It's a different system. It's interesting. We're all knights in Arthurian England.
Yeah, I caught some of the first episode. Anyways,
Anyway, you guys go downstairs
down the pit.
into the pit. You go back into the room with the family. It takes a while to get down there, if I recall. It's a long ways.
Yeah, I was undead when I went there, so I never
Yeah.
really got an impression.
Everyone, do you take the skeleton with you down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Ferris seems to tire as you guys walk down the steps and mutters something about maybe being undead isn't that all that bad.
So you can get a piggyback ride if you'd like.
Servants, carry me.
me.
And they carry him.
They do obey his commands, although these weren't necessarily the ones that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys go down and you walk in, and people seem to have moved a little bit, but everyone's still kind of sitting. You come to the door with the vines on it and everything that opens before you.
Does it let Ferris in? And
Yeah,
stuff like
it
that?
lets Ferris in.
Mm-hmm.
And you come to the second door inside that opens as well. And everyone's still kind of sitting there, and they look at you and say, "Master, you have returned.
Indeed, I have.
You
Hello.
have brought more to the family."
Yes. Meet our new friends.
Excellent. Who is this? This black-robed man.
He is a very powerful ally. He is the one who brought us all of these new initiates.
He says, "Excuse me, they are mine. They are not part of your family."
Of course.
And he looks around the room and goes, "Well, I don't see..." And he mutters a few words, and again, all the undead start to glow a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He looks around and goes, "I see nothing here other than these doors and people.
Mm-hmm.
Your soul is trapped elsewhere, perhaps deeper in the pit, perhaps in a building somewhere. Perhaps one of these townsfolk is the one responsible."
Maybe. Is the body of the priest is still up in the front?
Yeah, it hasn't
Okay.
moved.
I go up and I kick it. I say, this was their former master.
Well, he radiated no magic. He is dead.
Well, you've got your servants.
As I do. I appreciate you showing me the way. I will undoubtedly bring more back here. So we've established that you have commanded undead a bunch of these guys.
Yeah.
So we kind of need to know how command undead works.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's ultimately it's going to be up to you. I mean, we can read over the details a little more carefully, but
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of it's at DM's discretion.
Up to 12 undead can be commanded.
But that's like per encounter. I mean, that's just that's one of those stupid things where they just like tell you what the maximum of 2d6 is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unless it means something else. Unless it means that's the maximum number of undead that you can command at
But
any
then what
given
if
point.
you've got an animate dead spell?
Then they would
Is that-
be controlled by separate means.
Okay.
They follow his commands to the best of their abilities until turned, commanded, or destroyed by another. So it sounds like once you command, you permanently command.
Yeah. But Okay, and then if you command something more powerful, say, do you like lose one of the earlier ones? There may be some more information in like the Complete Priest's Handbook or in Complete
Or
Necromancer's
complete
Handbook,
Yeah.
and we can pour over that at some point. Or I will at some point, but I don't think.
Ooh, yay for the new sub. Kyblees? Yay, Kyblees. And yay for everyone for showing dragons and baguettes. Um, Yay, Kyblees. Hmm. I'm gonna say that
Can I only command 12 max until we hear otherwise, or what?
oh no. Because on the one hand, if you can command infinite, but you can only do 2d6 per encounter, then I would say that's way more powerful than the turn undead ability.
Yeah.
That's like infinitely more powerful than turn undead. So it's not very balanced. So I think if you can use command undead to just like insta command things.
Only 12 can be commanded in this way.
Yeah, but that seems weak.
I mean, either way, it's free undead.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Say,
Do you want to make a temporary ruling, and then we can dig?
Yeah, we're gonna say temporary ruling of 12 undead at max
Okay.
at any given point in time.
Okay. And I already had the 10 in here.
Yeah, so
It's
you
the new
gained
skeleton.
two.
So
You gain 2 of these guys.
1. So there are 10 in this room. 10 of the original family that I had commanded ages ago. And presumably they're still under my command, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Plus the skeleton now. Plus one of the new guys.
Correct.
Although I didn't even. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they're.
But
you auto command them because it's a T. You auto turn.
Yeah. So one of Ferris's servants is mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't know if,
So he says, "Fine. I shall take my people, and I shall come back and do this. Do let me know if you are destroying the mechanism for this. I would very much like to get as many undead as I can."
Fair enough.
Excellent. And he says, "Servants, come with me," and starts to walk out. And the one that you turned or commanded doesn't go.
Okay. I command to go with Ferris. Serve him loyally.
The man bows and walks with Ferris.
Does Ferris catches this, I assume?
If he does, you don't notice, or he
Okay.
pretends not to notice.
Okay.
All right, and I think we're going to just end here.
Yeah. Seems like a good enough stopping point.
Back in the pit, getting ready to figure out how to undo your own curse.
Pretty epic session.
Yeah, pretty epic session. We did
Yeah, we haven't done anything since, other than
we'd experience for the giant though.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so I guess I'll just give you
bandits that Ferris fireballed. I don't really. I mean,
no, those bandits you don't get any experience for, but getting Ferris to the pit and turning his guys give you say that's a quest worth 700 experience, and then role playing for the day will be another 400. So
1100.
Yeah.
Divided by 2 is 550. Whoa, 6, 8, 7, 9, 7, 4, 2, 9. No level up there. But I'm getting close to another warrior level.
I hear seagulls.
Yeah, outside here. I don't know if there's seagulls or something else, but birds. It's a lot easier to do a lot of battles with this character than Solomon was.
What do you mean?
As I mean, like we can just power through the battles.
Oh, I see. Because you have HP and damage.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then use the priest spells to heal and get ready for the next battle.
Oh, that's why you're multi-class fighter priest.
Yep. Power leveling.
All right.
All right. That's probably
That's it?
for the day.
Do you
Yeah,
have anything you want to say? Any remarks you want to make to the world?
No. Hashtag YOLO swag.
Hashtag yellow swag. Absolutely. I'm just gonna post this as a video for everyone in chat to watch.
Is this the...
Yeah, it's the Rick and Morty.
Okay. All right.
And that's it. You guys should check out Arthur Pendragon, roleplay RD&D in like 45 minutes. And I think up until then, I'm going to try and finish Diablo 3. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Do it. Beat it, and then maybe I can actually play with you.
Yeah. Do you have a level 60 character? I take it you've already beat
I do.
it.
I haven't played in ages. Yeah, I do have a level 60.
Cool. I'm just
I never
60.
really... Oh, you did?
I just
I haven't
hit it.
messed with much of the Paragon level shit, because I quit playing pretty much after that. It's been instituted.
Nice.
Are you planning on buying the expansion?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. It comes out on what, Tuesday? Or is it tomorrow?
25th.
25th. Okay, so it comes out, yeah, Tuesday. I'll probably do like I'll probably just do it all in one night.
All right.
Like that. All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Later.
Take care.